Minute cooldown. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to one-shot this guy, but I can try my best. Please don't have IBF. Okay. Okay. No crits, though. Look at that motherfucking shit! That wasn't 100k. Woo! 100. Oh my god. 103,000 damage. What is up, everybody? So, we are going to talk some Fistweaving today. So, Fistweaving is always kind of a fun topic to talk about because it's always so fun, and like the idea is there, the mechanics are there, it's just the numbers aren't there. And is this a complete spec in my opinion? No. They need to make Fistweaving a smart heal, ancient teachings, which is not still. I don't know why that's literally the #1 issue with it. It's not damage, it's not healing, it's that it doesn't heal the right target. But what did they do give us this expansion is damage. So with all the damage modifiers you got to Rising Sun Kick, you actually can crank. All right, so I'm going to talk about you guys today. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, value this content, and I'm going to have some more Fistweaving stuff for you guys coming soon. So let's get going on this. First off, we're going to talk talents. Class tree, nothing really that interesting, special. You know, ones that I just went to go for was the extra damage on Ferocity of Zwen. Obviously, fast feet. One in Escape from Reality, so you have a double port. I didn't like Chi Torpedo. Does not feel good when you're Fistweaving because you end up rolling too far, and then you get an extra roll from this, from Celerity. And the only one I liked was like Close to Heart, which was nice to have because it extra 8% source of healing when targets are nearby you, and odds are you're going to be in. Will this Fistweaving be completely viable in other contents? We'll find out, but let me show you guys what I was coming up with here. There's definitely some variation. Feel free to change anything. I was going absolutely full balls to the wall damage. I wasn't really concerned about doing any healing, so there are definitely some talents that you can take. They kind of have like a hybrid role of like doing Fistweaving, but making it do a lot of more, like Fistweaving for the purpose of healing a lot, not for the purpose of doing a lot of damage, if that makes sense. I was just doing it for the most damage possible. So I'll give you guys a link for this build in the description or the comments as well. But just on the class tree or on the spec tree, some just things to point out. Obviously, teachings to the monastery, ancient teachings as well. That makes you actually heal. Bayline Stomp triggers ancient teachings, so you got to have that as well. Chi-Ji, short Chi-Ji specifically with Gift of the Celestials. Secret Infusion, insane 15% versatility on those burst goes. And then I actually also like Invoker's Delight. That's the reason I play the GG. So every 1 minute I have an extra like little bloodlust for a few seconds, and that helps you get off more Rising Sun kicks in that burst window. On this side, Focus Thunder, so that we get 2 short cooldown Rising Sun kicks, and then also Bone Dust Brew, an improved Bone Dust Brew essentially. That's give you even more burst on there. Outside of that, you can definitely, you know, mix it up. Like you can go down to the Awakened Phalanx to get more Spinning Crane Kick, healing, and like BGs and stuff like that. I was gonna try a build out like going into here as well, like going into having Tea of Plenty and Focus Thunder. So like you could potentially have like 5 or 6 Rising Sun kicks in a row. Yeah, 6, up to 6, because if you get lucky and you get both of these T's triggered towards Rising Sun kick, and you get Focus Thunder, so that's now, yeah, that's 6 Rising Sun kicks at like a 2-second cooldown, which is insane. So that's definitely one I'm going to try out as well. But the Bone Dust Brew one was actually cranking as well. So let's start from my talents. PvP talents, kind of not really changing anything. I definitely want to have the Eminence because they're always going to be in there. And then unfortunately you can't not take these 2 talents. The only the only thing that kind of sucks is you can't take Restoral. Or Restoral does not work with Peace Weaver, which is kind of annoying because you're always going to be in there. That is the biggest weakness of Fistweaving, is that you get caught in CC stuns and fears and polys because you're just in there all the time, and not having a super, like you have your port and then you have your trinket, and that's about it. So kind of just depends on that area. So all right, so there we go for the talents. As for the gearing, I opted to go pretty much crit. There's definitely some, I put some haste pieces just so that your Black Oak kick feels smooth, and like there's not so any clunkiness between globals. Also because you can't really choose. There's some pieces that don't have crit on them. If you want to go for like some of the world PvP gear, you can. But basically, we have haste helm, crit neck with verse crit gems, crit with speed enchant, crit with waking stats, crit. Weapon was haste because there was no crit main hand for on the honor vendor, at least. There is one on the world PvP one. And then Sophic, the Sophic enchant, so the main stat one. Badge, this will obviously be crit once we get the conquest one. We have crit and haste gems, so rings, one of each with verse enchants. Crit verse boots with the speed enchant. I don't have the legs enchant on here. I just realized that. Haste verse pants, crit verse belt, crit verse gloves. So you can opt to go full haste. I think in a world where you're trying to do the most healing, you're gonna want to go. Oof, that was probably loud. You might want to go full haste because that'll opt you to get the most globals in, most consistent healing. Crit is nice on the other hand because those rise and sun kicks like that, when you're getting crit rise and sun kicks, that wins games, right? Like hitting multiple 30k non-crits, great. But if you could just smack somebody with like a 60, 70k really quick, you see that chunk, and then if you're on top with your teammates at the same thing, it can be really deadly for you. So that's why I opted to go for more crit. And it's fun. And crit is more fun, let me tell you. So that's it for the stats. And then as for the rotation, okay? So first off, basic rotation, okay? So basic rotation in, if you're just trying to do consistent damage, you obviously want to keep up either Feline Stomp or Ancient Teachings. I have a Tell Me When that just shows me this. Outside of that, it's going to be Rising Sun Kick when it's up. Otherwise, Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick. Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick. Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick. Hopefully you get a proc. Until Rising Sun Kick's back, you press that again. And then just alternate 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The reason that I don't stack it 3 times is that, one, it doesn't. The more Blackout Kicks you get, Blackout Kick does more damage. And but from my experience, I was getting more procs by doing 1, 2, like 1, 2, 1, 2 instead of triple stacking Tiger Palms. But in a world where you're trying to save up for bursts, you may want to do that 3 stack and then just hold on to it, right? Like you can hold up that 3 stack Tiger Palm and then get ready to do your burst. Okay, as for the burst, so what I'm going to do, you can do this every 1 minute. It is a lot of globals to press. I am going to be pressing Feline Stomp, Thunder Focus T, Badge, Chi-Ji, Bone Dust Brew before I do damage. All right, so basically one more time. All right, so we're gonna have Feline Stomp. You can prep this with Feline Stomp and Badge, or if you'd like, and you can also do this at an in-cap like I did in the video. And ideally you want to have you don't even need a 3 stack because I'm not gonna be using Black Eye Kick because you're gonna have so many Rising Sun Kicks in Recession. All right, so I'm gonna Feline Stomp, Thunder Focus T, Badge, Chi-Ji. Throw my Bone Dust Brew, I'll throw a Leg Sweep in there, Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, triple Blackout Kick, hopefully get a proc. If you don't, you go back to doing the kicks, okay? So in a perfect world, you'll get a reset there and you'll get 4 in a row, okay? That's like the best case scenario. So that's when you're getting all those Rising Sun Kicks off. All right, that is a 1 minute go, okay? And then don't forget, every 30 seconds, you can do that go with this just Thunder Focus T. Okay, so I'll show you that one more time. So you don't have to. This is like an all-out go in this scenario, and for this build, it's gonna be 3 or 4 Rising Sun Kicks, and it's always Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick. That's why you don't really necessarily need to keep up the 3 stacks, because I like to do it just to hopefully give me the best. That's why I like triple stacking to give me the best odds to get that 4th Rising Sun Kick in. All right, so we have it up again already. All right, so we got our 3 stacks Tiger Palm. You don't need it. Like I can do this without it. I can do this with, maybe I think you only need 1 at that point, right? So Feline Stomp, Thunder Focus T, Badge, Chi-Ji. I can throw my Bone Dust in there. Leg Sweep, Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick. Of course I didn't get it again, but you guys get the idea. That is an insane amount of burst. Somehow Bone Dust Brew did a 53k. That's insane. I mean, I don't think maybe that's not in PvP modifier, but Bone dust can actually pump, I guess. But yeah, there we go. There's your burst, there's your sustained damage, and that's literally all it's about. When it comes to healing inside of this, if your healing is not enough, I would say make sure you keep up renewing mist. That's probably your biggest thing. But you have rapid diffusion, so you're going to be renewing misting every time you Rising Sun kick. And then when you need, your defensives, go for it. Like, pop your defensives. You can expel harm. You can use instant vivifies. Something I have noticed though is that healing kind of sucks. Like I could sit here and spam healing and it just doesn't do anything. Like I can probably spam. How much does vivify do? Let me see. How much does vivify heal for? 14k. Like, or I can press Rise to Sun Kick and heal for 56k. It's like it doesn't really make sense, but it is what it is. That's the kind of sucky part when you've kind of full go this damage build. Your healing sucks casted. You have to like do you have to do healing by doing damage. When it comes to comp viability and viability in arena and battlegrounds, I think in like casual BGs, 100% this is good. Some things you could probably swap for is I would probably go down into Awakened Feline, maybe drop the Bone Dust side of things. I would probably go into Awakened Feline just so you get a lot more AoE like cleave healing and damage. You could also opt to go for Resplendent Mist to get more Gust of Mist healing during the Chi-Gis and your spinning crane kicking with Awakened Feline. That could do so much healing. When it comes to arena, I think this is definitely going to be good in twos. Bis in twos, I don't know. The best possible to respect, maybe not. But I do think it's going to be good in twos, especially paired with a warrior. Probably a warrior. Probably your best bet. Warrior, maybe a DH or a feral. Something that just can just have so much uptime because I've tried playing with the Shadow Priest and just some casters. It's brutal, man, because you have a 30-yard range and you have to keep going back and forth. And if you don't want to go that one target, you can't. It's just weird. So I think it's gonna work pretty much only when twos with a melee. When it comes to threes, traditional threes, I don't think you're really gonna want to play this. Maybe there's a case where like turbo works, like warrior enhance works well with this, but I really don't think so. Solo shuffle, on the other hand, may actually work. Okay, depending on the lobbies you're getting. I did play some solo shuffle, and because dampening scale's so high and it's so zuggy in nature, it kind of works. So like I was playing in a lobby with was it DK Warrior, DH Shadow Priest, and I was able to just absolutely pump, and we were able to put through so much pressure that it didn't really matter that I was squishy or I didn't have all the healing, because I was just doing so much damage with them at the same time, and it was able to work out through it. So that's all I got for you guys here. I'm still gonna keep working. Like I said, I've only played this. I hit level 70 yesterday, and I got geared, and I still have a lot more to learn with this. I have not played rank 2s yet. I'm planning on it. I plan on gonna give you guys videos, but I think I got the basis for it, and I just want to share it with you guys in case you guys wanted to know how to do all this. So that's all we got for today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys like the content and want to see some more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.